Pushing new code is a trivial operation, but deploying changes to a global API schema without breaking downstream client integrations requires immense operational rigor. A breaking change occurs anytime an update forces a consumer to modify their codebase to maintain functionality. Renaming an existing property or converting an optional parameter into a strictly required one will trigger instant parsing exceptions across the network. To prevent these systemic failures, API management must be divided into three distinct decoupled architectural layers. The first is strict contract versioning. The second is network-level traffic routing. Third is edge-level cache manipulation. High-availability APIs rely on this separation to ensure that inevitable changes in the code do not translate into downtime for the consumer. The foundation of API stability is decoupling the backend implementation from the public contract. You can rewrite an entire service from Node.js to Rust without incrementing the version number, provided the input and output schemas remain absolutely identical. When the schema does change, consumers need a way to request specific iterations. The most standard method is URL versioning, where the version number is hard-coded directly into the endpoint's path. Header versioning takes a different approach. By requiring consumers to pass the version number as a distinct HTTP header, the routing logic is decoupled entirely from the URL structure. Other specialized configurations include query parameter versioning or consumer-based routing, which locks a client to the specific version active during their initial API call. Establishing a strict versioning protocol early in the development lifecycle isolates clients from underlying codebase shifts. This reduces the friction of breaking changes and directly protects long-term adoption rates. Maintaining multiple versions of an API accumulates severe technical debt. Every active endpoint is an ongoing maintenance cost and a potential security vulnerability. To control this debt, organizations must enforce strict deprecation timelines. Salesforce executed this exact process recently, permanently retiring API versions 21 through 30 across their REST and SOAP architectures. Executing a retirement requires establishing a deprecation policy in the terms of service and communicating exact migration paths through the documentation well before the servers are shut down. Designing an API's retirement protocol is a necessary component of its initial architectural launch. Once you have multiple versions running, you face a deployment challenge. How do you safely transition live traffic from a highly stable v1 endpoint to an untested v3 endpoint? The legacy approach relies on physical hardware provisioning. In a standard Kubernetes environment, achieving a 90-10 traffic split requires deploying exactly 9 v1 pods and 1 v3 pod. This model couples routing directly to infrastructure hardware. It is highly fragile and mathematically prevents granular traffic control unless you provision massive, unnecessary server arrays. Deployment safety is achieved by severing the link between incoming network requests and physical backend scaling. This separation is handled by tools like the Istio Ingress Gateway, which is engineered to evaluate incoming requests completely outside the application's internal service mesh. The gateway proxies traffic directly to the correct backend pods. Crucially, it does this without requiring sidecar proxies to be deployed on every individual application instance. The gateway uses virtual service configurations to execute precise weight-based routing rules against incoming requests before they reach a server. Once the new version stability is proven, the virtual service can instantly shift 100% of the traffic, requiring zero new hardware provisioning. By utilizing a service mesh ingress for weight-based routing, you execute zero downtime deployments by manipulating network logic instead of managing servers. With the backend protected and routed, the final performance bottleneck is geographic distance. A globally distributed client base generates severe read latency when forced to wait for origin server responses. To solve this, developers utilize standard MDN HTTP headers to dictate downstream cacheability. Setting the cache control header alongside a max age value instructs edge networks on exactly how long to hold a response. For precise control, conditional cache validation uses an E-tag, a unique string identifying the specific version of the requested resource. When a client sends an if-none match header containing that E-tag, the origin server verifies it. If the resource hasn't changed, the origin immediately stops processing and prevents the transmission of duplicate data. Pushing aggressive caching rules to the edge minimizes the origin compute load and guarantees maximum high-throughput performance for downstream API clients. Caching APIs introduces a conflict known as the vary paradox. The very header is heavily utilized in APIs to indicate that content is dynamic, for example, changing based on the requested language. Content delivery networks read the very header and immediately refuse to cache the response, treating it as strictly non-cacheable variable data. Providers like Akamai solve this by actively stripping the very header entirely at the edge server level. The only exception to this forced removal is preserving the accept encoding value, which ensures the payload can still utilize gzip or Brotli compression. Edge server layers also enable cache prefreshing. Instead of waiting for a time to live to expire, edge servers asynchronously request content updates from the origin when a specified percentage of the TTL elapses. Manipulating HTTP headers at the edge is the mechanism used to bypass default browser protocols and maintain high-throughput availability. When these three layers operate in sequence, they form a highly resilient data pipeline. Consider a single client request plunging into this decoupled architecture. It first impacts the Akamai edge layer, where cache control rules are evaluated and asynchronous prefreshing triggers update cycles in the background. If it bypasses the cache, it hits the Istio ingress gateway, where the version contract header is analyzed and the packet is routed through a 90-10 canary split. Finally, it resolves at a highly specific versioned backend application pod. This decoupled network architecture provides the stability, routing, and delivery required to sustain a global API service.